Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your friendly neighbor Dr. Jimmy128, and you can see I have my morning hair. It is currently what's the date today? Today is March 11. Holy shit, it's March 11! Tomorrow is Heart of the Swarm. Woohoo! Heart of the Swarm opens tomorrow. And I mean, not really opens, but not doesn't really I don't think it's technically released tomorrow because it's like March it's gonna be March 12 here, but not March 11 there. So I think the server's not going to be open. But anyway, I have for you today a replay. Oh, by the way, if you notice my nice little environment, it looks like, yeah, it looks like I'm on TV. Anyway, I actually have a replay pack here today. It's from the recent Masters Cup, I believe, and it's between. Well, okay, let me just go ahead and show you. It's going to be SteelHeart versus Value. Yes, Value, the winner of the recent Game Evolution StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm beta open. He actually steamrolled his way through that entire tournament, and he won it all. But this time, he recently played in the Masters Cup. I was informed by SteelHeart or Cube by, and he sent me a replay. So let's go ahead and get into it right away. So ladies and gentlemen, hello. I'm going to bring to you a 1 versus 1 between Value and SteelHeart from Cube. Ooh, oh my god, they already have the they already have the team name and stuff. So anyway, spawning here on the lower right hand corner of the map, he is Value. He is our Korean Protoss. Well, I think this is the real Value. I don't know, but his opponent spawning in the upper right corner of the map, he is going to be SteelHeart representing the Philippines. So if this is really, the genuine Value, then it's going to be Philippines versus Korea. It's going to be an awesome match. SteelHeart is, I don't know, someone I consider top 5 in the Philippines, or at least top 10. I mean, there are really a lot of good players in Manila. You have Jabito, you have Stellar, there's Dane, there's Pogue, but I'm not sure if Pogue's been active. I haven't really kept track of what's been happening in the Philippine scene because I've been extremely busy at work, and I'm going to be busy at work again this for the next month. Ermagerd. So I'll try to bring you some more replays. Anyway, we're seeing SteelHeart now going for a 13 hatch, looking to go hatch first. He actually favors going hatch first most of the time, and we now have Value. Of course, he's from Korea. If I'm not mistaken, he's a former TSL player. From the Korean gaming team TSL, and again he won the recent Heart of the Storm beta open sponsored by Game Evolution, and he was really he was the epitome of Protoss OP during that entire tournament. So just for fun, let's take a look at the action experiment. Woohoo! Both players well above 200. Looks like Byron now going to get his expansion probe, going to spot the drone coming out. He's going to see that SteelHeart did go hatch first. And interestingly, Value not going for a Forge Fast Expand. He's actually going one base with one gate and a Cyber Core. He might look to get his expansion in a little bit. But let's find out what he's going to do in this game. There's a second base. And interestingly though, Value has not gotten his second gas. Let's look at the income tab. He's currently on 18 workers. He has one queued up right now. Now, if he stops at 20 workers, that would be a sign that he'd be going for a quick 4-gate. Plus, he has quite a lot of energy left in his... Okay, so he's actually currently boosting out the Stalker and the Zealot, so he might be looking to apply a bit of pressure on the base of Byron. It looks like he's sending out the probe. A probe is going... He's going to start by Overlord. No! The Overlord does not spot the probe, and it looks like Value might use this probe to plant down a proxy hatchery. We have a nice Overlord there to spot the open ground, but then again, it is very vulnerable. This Zealot is moving out, and it looks like, okay, there's a second gas by Value. Byron, on the other hand, getting a Roach Warren, I believe, has he scouted? Oh, dang it. But did they just press back? Has he? No, he hasn't really spotted if there's an expansion. Here comes the Zealot, here comes the Stalker. There are no units out yet for Byron except for this Queen. No Zerglings in sight, so it looks like Value going to be able to apply a bit of pressure. There are 4 Zerglings, but I don't think it'll be enough against the Zealot and Stalker. And Value looking to target down the Overlord, trying to supply block Byron, but I don't think that'll supply block him in the least bit. And will the Stalker get the Overlord? No, one shot doesn't make it. The Zealot though is going to be sacrificed. This is quite a lot to lose in the early game. If you lose the Stalker, no, here comes the second Stalker, but 6 roaches on the way for Byron. Queen though is going to be sniped. Is going to be a huge pickup for our Korean Protoss, and Byron in trouble. He has 2 Stalkers, no Zergling speed in sight, but Value still on one base. He's now going to look to grab his expansion. He has a sentry here for defense, and wisely though, Value does pull back. I don't think he suspects the Roach Warren, but here comes Byron with the Roach Warren. And I think this is going to be a very short game. Supply blocked is Value, and I'm talking like Yoda here. But Byron might be supply blocked as well with the death of this Overlord, but not that doesn't matter because we have 6 Zerglings and 2 Stalkers out right now. And I don't think Value actually spots this. He has a probe up there, but he's not going to be able to see the units that are on the way. But Value quickly walling off his ramp. But here we go. We only have 2 sentries and 2 Stalkers, and we have 5 roaches. Are they going to focus down one Stalker? He gets one. Force field goes down, and Value though has enough sentries to force field this up. But there are some Zerglings and more roaches streaming in from Byron, and Value actually has to hold this, or else he's going to lose the game. But Byron continued to put on the pressure. Nice force field going down to prevent the other roaches from coming in. 2 gateways are also finished. We have warp gate though. But it looks like the warp gates are going to be unpowered, and Value desperately trying to wall off his main. He only has 1 gateway, and I think Byron can actually force the issue and push in. And is this going to be a very quick game? Is Byron going to take a surprising game number 1? Did he intend on doing the road rush from the very beginning? Maybe not, but I think things just worked out in a way that Value cannot get any units out, desperately putting down 2 gateways. But is it too little too late? We have a lot of sentries. 4 sentries can supply block, can pylon block the ramp. However, the positioning of the force field not the best, and I think this is going to be it. Probes go off the line. The force field goes down on the ramp, but I think the roaches will deal so much economic damage here that Value will not be able to recover, taking out the sentries, and only probes remain. And this has to be GG. SteelHeart going to come away with game number 1, and amazing. There you go. Good game coming from Value, and that is game number 1 between SteelHeart and Value. So that was a very quick game. I was expecting a longer game. But looking at what happened, I believe SteelHeart was intending to go on the quick roach rush, because if we noticed earlier that he went for the very early Roach Warren, and normally Zergs do not get a Roach Warren early in. Zergs will get a Roach Warren early in the game for 2 main reasons. Number 1, for defense, or number 2, just to go all out, all in. And I believe this this expansion hatchery from SteelHeart was a way to trick Value into thinking that he would be doing a normal macro Zerg style build. But then, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was game number 1 between SteelHeart and Value. Watch out for game number 2. I'll be casting right after this, and I'll be uploading game number 1 ASAP. So hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been your friendly neighborhood Dr. Jimmy, signing off.